We're going to start out with Ford introduced the 2021 Ford F-150 Hennessy Venom 775. It's going to be the new competitor for the Ram TRX. It's going to come with 775 horsepower, 685 torque, which is, I believe, the same as the 2021 Shelby F-150. They're going to be doing this by adding a 3.0 liter twin screw supercharger to the 5.0 Coyote engine. It'll also have a lightweight supercharger pulley, an air to water intercooler, upgraded air filtration system and fuel system, a larger throttle body, get different spark plugs, so I'm guessing probably a little bit colder range spark plug, and also we'll have a catback exhaust with a custom tune. Now you can option on this. There are two different options that you can get that come with this, and so you'll make that choice depending on which one you want. And so your first option is going to be the Sport Kit. Now with it, you're going to get 22-inch wheels, coil-over suspension, and a lowering kit. The other option is the off-road package. The off-road package comes with Venom bumpers, a 6-inch lift, and 20-inch Hennessy wheels with Toyo off-road or all-terrain tires. So that seems like a pretty interesting thing. There should have been a couple pictures come up. I'm working on my editing and stuff, so I'm going to try to get pictures up there of each of those. So we'll move on to the next thing is going to be that I heard about was the 2022 Ford F-150 Raptor R. So this is going to be basically an upgraded Raptor. It's going to have a supercharged 5.2 liter Predator V8 in it with 750 horsepower. I didn't see the torque numbers on it, but 750 horsepower is pretty stout. It will also have a revised front grille, gloss black wheels, says a more robust suspension with structural enhancements, including beefier trailing arms. So hopefully that will help out a little more on the off-road portion of that when you're using all 750 horsepower. So look forward to seeing that. So then I also got some Ford Lightning updates. So this is a little odd to me. They said that Ford dealerships cannot advertise list prices below the MSRP. Now, what's confusing about that is that, and we see these ads all the time where it's here, this is the MSRP, and then there's this rebate and this dealership discount, and you can get it for as low as this price. Now the problem with that is that they use base pricing. So they're saying, oh, this car's worth is, MSRP at $32,000 and we'll get you down to $29,500. Well, that's for your base. So any options that are on that will increase that in starting spot, which may be $35,000 or $36,000. So the problem with them not listing below MSRP is, and what they're wanting you to do is to go to the dealerships and talk to them and find out what the promotions are and what the discounts are at that time. So the problem, though, is, and what I think they should be saying is, you cannot advertise over MSRP or sell over MSRP, which we know is what is going on right now. Everybody is selling vehicles over MSRP. We lucked out and got our Ford Bronco Sport under MSRP plus some discounts that I had, and we got a good deal on it. But there are plenty of places right now that are charging 2, 5, 10,000 over. I even know a place that is charging $37,000 over MSRP for a Ford Bronco, which is completely ridiculous. So I would rather see Ford tell the dealerships you can't sell over MSRP. That would be a lot more interesting. So the other thing is going to the dealership with these to find out what these discounts are for the Lightning is the first year they're only going to produce 15,000 units. So you're not going to see any of those at the dealerships. If you do, they're going to be demos, and they can't sell them for 4 or 5 months anyway. So after that 4 or 5 months, when there's no other Lightnings out there, yeah, they're going to jack the prices up. So the second year, they're going to produce 50,000. So those, you might see a few at the dealerships, but still, there's 150,000 reservations for this Ford. Now, not all of them will be filled. Not everybody will go ahead and get them. But you think about it this way, if there's only 15 the first year, 50 the second year, and then it's supposed to be 80,000 per year after that, if there's 150,000 reservations, the likelihood that you're going to be able to walk into a dealership and purchase one at the dealership and drive out that day with it is 3 to 5 years from now, not next year or the year after that. Those are all going to be orders that are going to be fulfilled, and I can guarantee you the first 15,000, probably anywhere from, I would say, 200 to 500 of them are probably going to Ford employees that are, the people that worked on these trucks and in the main offices and everything. They're the ones that are probably going to get the first 500 that come off the line. Then you're looking at, the next batch is probably going to be demos to go to dealerships. That's all I have for the F-150s right now. So the next thing we're going to be moving on to is the 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E. I guess consumer reports rated that the Mach-E is the second most efficient small SUV. It is 96, and this is weird how they state this, but this is how it was stated. 96 miles per gallon electric in the city, 84 miles per gallon electric on the highway, and a combined average of 90 miles per gallon electric. That's the best way that they can do it, other than saying so much per kilowatt hour, and it just gets confusing. So if we keep it at MPG and they just add the E on there, so you know that they're meaning electric power, this is what it rates out at. So they've came in behind the Tesla Model Y, which was first with a 127 in the city, 114 on the highway, and 121 average. Now, what we have seen, and I've actually saw a video where a guy talked about his Mustang Mach-E. He had one of the lower batteries. I don't remember what it was rated at, but he said he is getting way over what it was states. So just remember that also with the F-150 Lightnings. Their ratings of the 230 mile battery and the 300 mile battery, they were also rated that way with 1,000 pounds of payload. So you take that 1,000 pounds out of there, that battery's going to last a lot longer. And there has been people have seen it in the field where the batteries are saying on the 230 battery is going to you could get anywhere from 280 to 320. And the 300 battery, you could be looking at anywhere from 350 to 400 to maybe even more than that. So don't fall into that, this only 230 miles not going to be enough for me. Unless you're planning on hauling a bunch of stuff around, it's probably going to be plenty, and it's probably going to get a lot better than what you think it will. So moving on to the 2021 Ford Mustang. I guess there was a gas leak at the Ford Flat Rock assembly plant, and this halted production for a period of time. They are now back into production, and some of the residents in that area were evacuated, and Ford has decided to issue them $500 each for their, you know, for their having to move and the inconvenience of what happened. So that's nice of Ford to, you know, help them out a little bit. So moving on to the next thing will be the 2022 Ford Mustang California Special. So apparently, in 2023, they're coming out with a slightly new body style and revamping it a little bit. So I guess everybody's a little confused at why they're changing the California Special now on the 2022, but they are. So basically, it's going to come out with, it's going to have a new logo, apparently. The wheels, a new front splitter. Looks like it's going to have side scoops, and it just says unique front grills. So as long as I get my pictures working, you should see a picture of that up in the corner. So that's pretty much, that's all I got on that. It's kind of just been spotted. It hasn't anything that's been rolled out yet. So the next thing we're going to go on is the 2022 Ford Bronco. So we all know that with all the top problems with the tops, the MIC tops and everything, they've had to push a lot of these orders back to 2022. And a lot of these people that were having hard tops are asking them to go ahead and change their order to 2022 instead of waiting on 2021s. And they have new options along with that. So the Ford Bronco in 2022 is going to have two new colors come out. And one of them is going to be Eruption Green. And the other is going to be Hot Pepper Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat. Looks like a pretty cool color. I've never been a big red person, but you get the right combination of red and black on these Broncos and the Bronco Sports, and it actually looks pretty nice. I've never been a big green fan, but my wife loves green, so that might be something she might be into. So along with having the Eruption Green and the Hot Pepper Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat, they're also going to offer a new front bumper. You also have the option of a manual transmission with the Sasquatch package. I think that was a big issue with a lot of people, and they really wanted that. So looks like Ford has decided to grant that option. Also, it looks like there is a roof rack option for the 4-door with the Sasquatch package. I don't know whether that was a problem or if that was something that was requested by most people. But you'll have that also. And the Wild Track will drop the MIC hardtop for a soft top. So so they won't have to worry about getting the hardtop on that. I don't know if it's still an option, but the way it sounds is it's going to come standard now with a soft top. So the next thing we've got is another option that's going to be for the Ford Bronco next year. There is going to be a Ford Bronco Raptor. Everybody thought that this was going to be called the Warthog, but it's actually not. So it's going to be called the Ford Bronco Raptor. It will have a 3.0 liter V6 EcoBoost. It'll be 4-door only, and Code Orange will be one of the color options. I don't. That's the only one that it gave, so I don't know if that means that it's going to be the only option, or if that's just an option. The Code Orange is an option for the Raptor, but not going to be for the other Broncos. I'm not sure what they mean by just stating Code Orange exterior color. So it will offer a wider stance, higher ground clearance with Fox live valve shocks, a 17-inch Raptor-style wheels with LT 315/70 R17 BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrains, which everybody loves the KO2 all-terrain tires from BF Goodrich. The front grille will also have the Ford across it, just like the Raptor, and it'll have unique front and rear bumpers, so you can tell it apart from a regular Bronco if you can't already. The next thing I saw was there's a possibility for an Everglades option. I'm not sure. All it said was it might be coming and might be available in desert sand color. So I don't have any other details other than that. It really didn't tell much about it, just that it's something that that is being looked at. If they do, I guess some of the options that they're presuming is going to be available, it is a 4-door only, and it will have a snorkel and marine grade vinyl interior. That's the only information that I've been given. So hopefully we'll get some more information on that in the future. And soon if I do, I'll get that passed along. So now we're going to move on to the 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. Right now they have the September incentives are a $500 trade assist and $1,000 cash back on retail orders, or $5,000 trade assist and 1.9% APR for 60 months. So that's the options there. The Ford Ranger, the 2021 Ford Ranger has a similar incentive. It is actually up to $2,000 trade assist and $1,000 cash back bonus on orders and 1.9% financing. So it's a combination. It sounds like it's a combination of all of them, not just this or that. So you can get up to $2,000 trade assist, possibly a $1,000 cash back bonus on orders, and a 1.9% financing. So now I got the 2022 Ford Maverick. For the Ford Maverick, it's starting under $20,000 before destination charges. So Ford likes to say, oh, we're under this amount, but that's not including the destination charges. So you add the destination charges on there, and they're over $20,000, or on the Lightning, they're over $40,000 after the destination charges. But what we found out was the EPA fuel economy was finally released for the 2.0 inline 4-cylinder EcoBoost. Now we knew they had already released out that the hybrid engine was going to have a 40 mile per gallon average, I believe is what it said. So the new, this other engine option, the 2.0 liter inline 4-cylinder EcoBoost, it comes with 250 horsepower, 277 torque, and you can tow up to 4,000 pounds. Now, I believe this is the same engine that they are putting in the Badlands and First Edition Bronco Sports, but I'm not sure about the Ford Bronco. Which engine options are available in it, but this one I'm sure is the one they're putting in the Badlands and the First Edition Bronco Sports. So the front wheel drive version, which sounds really weird to me, I can't imagine just a front wheel drive pickup truck just doesn't make sense to me, but okay, Ford. So for the front wheel drive, the 20 is 23 in the city and 30 on the highway with an average of 26 miles per gallon. The all-wheel drive version is 22 in the city, 29 on the highway, and for an average of 25 miles per gallon. So, like I said, I just don't understand the front-wheel drive truck. It seems weird to me. It seems odd. I'm sure some of the smaller Nissans and stuff like that had them, but it just sounds weird. Anyway, that is all I've got for this week. Look forward to seeing you guys again next week with some new information and maybe some more information on some of the stuff that I gave today. Maybe some more updated stuff. Anyway, if you liked seeing this and you want to see some more in the future, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for the notifications, so when these videos do come up, you can actually see, the Ford news. And hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and other people might want to see it also. So thank you very much.